first guest tonight is an Academy and Tony Award-nominated actor you know from films such as Boyhood and Training Day. He is the co-creator, executive producer, and star of Showtime's limited series, The Good Lord Bird, which airs Sundays at 10 p.m. Let's take a look.
What is it that you want in this direct moment?
The freedom of every Negro in this building. Safe passage for all of my men across the B&O bridge. And then I will surrender myself directly to you.
Mr. Brown, you are in no position to negotiate.
Give me 100 yards head start.
Please welcome back to the show and the studio, Ethan Hawke, everybody.
I can't believe it.
Right along this way, sir. Look at it.
Wow, it's amazing. No, it's too much. It's too much. Stop applauding. Stop applauding.
We got like 9 for you.
Yeah,
How are you?
no,
Nine's a
felt
big
good.
number.
Yeah.
Nine's
Is
a
this
big-
the safe distance?
This
We
is
have
the
to,
safe distance.
This is our imaginary friend.
Hey, I want to talk about the show. One thing I want to say before we get too far away from the clip. I was watching the season finale, which is fantastic, the series finale. The makeup is so good. You are so convincingly dirty in this whole last episode. Sometimes that is a very hard thing to achieve. And your makeup people did a fantastic job.
Well, his name is David Atherton, and he's a makeup artist I've worked with before. And a lot of, directors are like quarterbacks. I mean, actors are like quarterbacks. We get so much credit for things that are not our doing.
Yes.
And this guy happens to study, he did a college thesis on character development, and we had so much fun getting to work on a canvas this big, a 7-hour movie, and to place an iconic figure like John Brown. What does he look like? Why does he grow his beard? How does the beard look? What does the beard tell you? What does it communicate? And he was in a gunfight for a slew of days, and he needed to be dirty.
Yeah. And it's just I think sometimes you can tell when somebody like just throws the dirt on. And says,
Now,
like,
this
that's
guy
good.
didn't do that.
He really
He
good.
obsesses over it, and I obsess over it too, so we had a lot of fun. I'm so glad you brought that up, because I never get to give him the props that he deserves. I texted him just today, it's our performance.
Yeah.
It's not just mine.
It is, and it's a terrific performance. Before we talk about that, I feel like these last 9 months, people look for silver linings. One of my silver linings is you and I figured out, we knew each other from shows like this, that we were pandemic neighbors. And I got to know you and your family, and it was one of the silver
I even
linings.
snuck into your closet.
You snuck into my closet. We actually have a clip. You were the only guest who appeared in the Attic Show, and not really appeared, but let's take a look at Ethan's work.
It's not
here.
like there's a magic door behind me that'll send me a guest if I say their name 3 times. And Ethan Hawke, Ethan Hawke, Ethan Hawke, right? I mean, that would be stupid, but also, how cool would that be?
Do you remember the thing that was notable about that day?
Well, that we got in trouble?
We got in trouble. The network was like, you got to let us know if Ethan Hawke's going to be there.
Yeah,
But it was
right.
also like 1,000 degrees in the attic.
It was so hot, and you had to keep redoing the take, and
Yeah.
I had to be trapped in that closet. I'm like, Seth, get your lines right, dude. I cannot stay in here any
I
longer.
got a little nervous when I don't...
When I was trapped in the darkness, you got nervous?
No, I didn't get nervous about you. I got nervous about... I feel like when I have to act with someone of your caliber, I get a
really?
little, so I think I wasn't...
Well, I feel that way on the show. This is not my world. And I think all of us, when we're out of our element, you have to, it knocks you off balance.
Are you less nervous or more nervous with no audience?
I'm asking myself, why am I feeling so nervous right this second? And I think it's because there's nobody here.
Yeah, there's no cushion to anything.
Yeah, you don't get a laugh. It makes me feel like something's wrong or like we're rehearsing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this for an
We'll do it
audience
for
in a
real
month.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Then I think this is going great.
We talked a lot this summer about how you'd put so much work into this. You and your wife, Ryan, were producers of this as well. And this is a book by James McBride.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, one of the things you have to do when you adapt a work of this magnitude is get the trust of the author.
Yeah.
How did that go down? And was he happy with the outcome?
Well, he would have to speak to that himself. I can tell you that if I had to pinpoint the greatest professional moment of my life, it was when James saw the season finale and called me. We'd been working on it. He's an executive producer on it too. I met him at a cafe in Brooklyn. He is a man of immense personal integrity. He's hysterically funny, and he's kind, and he's the kind of artist you walk away from, you think, oh, that's what an artist is supposed to be like. I mean, he just has real grace. And my wife and I left that meeting going, I want to do anything that puts me more in contact with people like that, right? But he trusted us with this material, and that was a heavy responsibility. So to get, we sent him the final cut of the thing, and he called me up, and he couldn't believe it. We were going to make John Brown famous, and he was so happy. And when he was happy, when I kind of honored that handshake to somebody I admire as much as him, it meant a lot to me.
We're going to be right back and talk to you more, because one of the things I want to talk about is how little we all know about John Brown and how James McBride's approach that sent this series in the direction it went. We'll be right back
Can
with
people
more.
pretend to applaud?
Yeah. We'll be right back with more.
Hey, great job, sir!